Today, we are going to discuss about direct variation. So let us define first what is the meaning of direct variation. There is direct variation whenever a situation produces pairs of numbers in which their ratio is constant. The statements y varies directly as y is directly proportional to x, and y is proportional to x may be translated mathematically as y equals kx, where k is the constant of variation. For two quantities x and y, an increase in x causes an increase in y as well. Similarly, a decrease in x causes a decrease in y. So let us translate the following statements. So number one, we have if A varies directly as B, if we are going to translate it mathematically, this would be A equals K times B, where K is the constant of variations. Number two, if the distance D varies directly as the time T, so if we translate that, that is D equals K times T. Now let us have the table, and it shows that the distance D varies directly as the time T. We are need to find the constant of variation and equation of variation which describes the relation. So the first thing that we're going to do is to translate the statement, which is the distance D varies directly as the time T. So if we are going to translate that, that would be T, or D rather, equals K times T. And then, after that, for us to get the value of K, we need to use one pair of values from the table. So, kahit alin ang kunin natin from the table, it is either 110, 220, 330, so on and so forth. Okay lang, kasi same answer pa rin ang lalabas. So, if we have 1 in 10, so yung D, palitan natin ng 10 equals K. And then yung T, palitan natin ng 1. So, we need to multiply 1 and K. So, K times 1, that is still K. So, the value of K is 10. So, our constant of variation is 10. So, since we have the constant of variation, we can now get the equation of variation, which is T equals 10T. Now, given the graph, find the constant of variation and equation of variation. So, as you can see, the graph, we have 3 points. We have 3 ordered pairs, which is 1 and 2, 2 and 4, 3 and 6. So, as you can see, habang tumataas yung value ng x, tumataas din yung value ng y. So, if we are going to write down the equation, we are going to have y equals k times x. And then, kukuha lang tayo ng isang ordered pair na isa-substitute dun sa equation. So, either of those 3 points pwedeng gamitin. So, ang kunin na lang natin is yung 1 and 2. So, yung 1, ipalit natin sa x, and then yung 2, ipalit natin dun sa y. So, we are going to have 2 equals k times 1. Meaning, our value of k, or our constant of variation, is 2. So, if our constant of variation is 2, our equation of variation is y equals 2x. So, that is our equation of variation. Y varies directly as x. If y equals 12 when x equals 4, find x when y equals 36. So, again, we need to translate first this statement. So, if we translate that, it would be y equals k times x. And then, we need to substitute this first given. So we have y equals 12 and then x equals 4. So palitan lang natin yung value ng y, which is 12, equals k, times yung value ng x, which is yung 4. And then, we need to divide both sides by 4 for us to eliminate this, cancel it out. So 12 divided by 4, so the value of k is 3. Now, meron na tayong constant of variation. We can now have our equation of variation, which is y equals 3x. So, gagamitin natin itong equation para makuha yung value ng x. So, substitute lang natin ulit yung second given, which is 36. Ipalit lang natin dito sa equation of variation. So, yung y, palitan natin ng 36 equals 3x. Divide both sides by 3. Cancel it out. So, 36 divided by 3. So, the value of x is equal to 12. So, that is our x. Isa pang paraan kung paano natin masosolve yung problem is by using this formula. X sub 1 over y sub 1 is equal to x sub 2 over y sub 2. So, yung x sub 1, kukunin lang natin yung first value ng x, which is yung 4. And then, yung y sub 1, yung unang value ng y, which is yung 12. And then, yung x sub 2, yung pangalawang value ng x. But since we don't have the value of x, so, yun yung hahanapin lang natin. And then, yung y sub 2 is yung pangalawang value ng y. So, i-substitute lang natin lahat dun sa formula. So, yung x sub 1, palitan natin ng 4, over yung y sub 1, which is 12, equals yung x sub 2, which is yung hinahanap, so remain as x, over y sub 2, which is yung 36. And then, we are just going to cross multiply. So, 4 times 36, we are going to have 144 equals 12 times x, so that is 12x. And for us to remove the 12, we need to divide both sides by 12. So, cancel it out. 144 divided by 12. So, the value of x is 12. So, we also got the same answer, but we used another method.